Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 749 Southview Road here in Lake Oswego. We're located at the exterior of the home. We're actually on the back side of it, underneath the hose reel, where there is a 2-inch sink clean out. And I've just put my camera down that. I tied on to the main 4-inch line going through the crawl space. And we just transitioned over to cast iron pipe here. We're about 40 feet into the line. I was doing a test run as this is a very tricky point of access. Anyway, I'm going to keep the camera here and just continue on, but right now we've just passed from the main crawl space into the, it's kind of a secondary crawl space underneath the far left side of the house. We're kind of going underneath all the furnace equipment inside there right now. Anyway, we're going to continue on here. I'm going to introduce water to the line. Here we go. I'm going to go locate the camera head and see where we're at this point. I'm hitting some kind of Y or T connection in the line. Okay, I went and located this. We're about a foot before the retaining wall at the very bottom of the property. And that would be at the left side of the home. Almost right down near the street, but about a foot before the retaining wall at the very bottom. It looks like there's it's either a Y junction here. It's kind of hard to tell what it is, but it does kind of look like a Y. I'm going to try and go beyond this. Okay, so we're out here at about just shy of 95 feet out, and it looks like there's some kind of mass here in the pipe, because I'm trying to get my camera past this point, and it just runs into that big bunch of toilet paper buildup there. What it looks like is that there's likely a root intrusion going on here. It's just been completely covered up. It's really hard to see what's going on here. My camera, unfortunately, will not move past this point. I've been wailing on it here, and it just won't punch past that spot there. It just runs into all that toilet paper. Unfortunately, I don't have a clear picture of exactly what is going on here. It may be transitioning over to like concrete pipe or something like that, because it almost looks like you can see some concrete underneath there, but it's just difficult to discern. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll get this location marked. You can attempt to drain clean the line and re-scope to see if you get a clearer picture of what exactly is going on here. It could be that the pipe is damaged. It's just I can show this real. My camera just gets stuck on this big mass. I just went and located the camera head here. My signal's getting a little bit wonky at this point. When I located right at the Y connection, that was more accurate. So I just drawn a Y on the ground down there. Again, it's on the left side of the property, all the way down, almost all the way to the bottom retaining wall. And I have a Y there. I was picking the depth up at this Y connection here right around 5-6 feet. But because it is under a wall, it can cause the depth and locate to be off by a bit. So I do highly recommend getting locates performed. So you should consider that Y marking down there. It's right in that very general area, but it may not be exactly on top of it, and that depth may be not exact. So it's worth getting locates done, especially that close to a retaining wall if you're doing any digging there. I recommend getting that. It looks like some kind of mass is in the way there, so you have the option of drain cleaning the line and re-scoping to see if you can see or get beyond that point once the debris is gone, and it may give you a clearer picture of what exactly is going on there. It could be a busted or shifted piece of pipe. It could also be a big root mass. Unfortunately, you just can't see enough detail there to discern what it is. I also recommend contacting the city to find out if they have a record of what this Y connection here is. And again, I have that Y connection marked on the ground down there. And then the mass is only just a foot beyond it. All right, now we're coming back through the crawl space area at this point. Most of this first 30-40 feet was in the crawl space. But the good news is all the way up to that issue there at 96 feet where it looks like you've got a root intrusion or some kind of damage going on, all that cast iron pipe is in great shape and functions nicely. It's everything beyond that point that's unknown. But basically all the way to the edge of the property is in good shape. We've got good flow all the way to 96 feet. All that pipe out to that point is in good shape and functioning at this time. Need to get that mass out of the way and re-scope the line to see if we can figure out what's going on there at 96 feet. And then also get figured out what that Y connection is at 95 feet, just before the camera stopped up at the mass. Make sure that's not a party line or something of that nature. There's a house just off to the side of that, where I've marked that Y connection, that could very possibly party up with that, just given the angle and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the camera all the way out.